Right now, a woman gets ready to open her business. A farmer checks on his livestock. A baker takes out her first batch. In every part of the world, each day starts anew with their mission of bringing satisfaction and happiness through food. Each bread kneaded with love. Each meal handled with care. This noble undertaking is our passion, to provide the best of ingredients and the best of breeds. By being your partner, we have the opportunity to feed the world. We are one food group. The food subsidiary of one of the top conglomerates in the Philippines, Aboitiz Equity Ventures. With over 100 years of advancing business and communities, we occupy a niche in its core businesses by being its integrated food and agri-business company. Guided by our principles of guidance, consistency, and results, we are dedicated to partnering with our stakeholders to grow and scale their businesses. Above and beyond our quality products, we provide solutions and build partnerships for growth. As one of the industry leaders, we are relentless in our pursuit of excellence by acquiring capacities and capabilities to further expand our footprint across the Asia Pacific. Today, Pilmico and Gold Coin have a strong multinational presence. We have multiple research and production facilities all over the Asia Pacific. We take pride in continuously cultivating an agile and multicultural workforce that is driven by our values of integrity, teamwork, innovation, and responsibility. With these combined strengths, we are equipped to take a leadership position in innovating the food value chain. After a day of labor, everyone deserves a bountiful harvest that will bring happiness in every gathering, in every order, and in every plate we come home to.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our demo here at Pilmico Foods Corporation. My name is Wilbert Wong. I am the bakery technician for Luzon of Pilmico Foods Corporation. Today, meron tayong demo ang rainbow butter cake ni Chef Carla. So I'll introduce Chef Carla. Chef Carla has been in the industry for the past 20 plus years already. She joined us around a year ago, a year and a half ago. She's the Technical Services Manager of the Pilmico Foods Corporation. And also joining us will be Miss Mai, the OIC head, OIC administrator of the Testa Women's Center. So I think I'll pass you on to Miss Mai already.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Mai.
Good morning, Chef Bert.
Miss Mai, your short message.
Oh, okay. So to the officials of Aboitiz and Pilmico who are present here today, to Chef Carla, Chef Bert, to my colleague, Michael William Del Rosario, to all the viewers and followers of Pilmico webinar series, good morning to all of you. Welcome to the third series of Pilmico's cooking and baking demonstration. Despite the pandemic, this team managed to reach out and provide a truly engaging and worthwhile activities during the quarantine periods. TESDA and Pelmico are on the same page on this endeavor. As our tagline says, sa TESDA abot lahat, we continue to reach out to all our kababayans here and abroad. To date, TESDA is continuously exerting its effort to improve and increase its online programs as well as capacitate the learning facilitators or trainers nationwide. On behalf of Secretary Isidro S. La Peña and TESDA NCR Regional Director Florencio F. Sunico, we are happy to announce that TESDA Women's Center will start its flexible learning delivery by July 15. For those who are interested, please post your inquiries to TESDA Women's Center official Facebook page. We are striving to continue our services and programs to the public because we want everyone, especially those affected by this crisis, to heal as one and also to grow as one. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Miss Mai. Chef Carla, you're on.
Can you hear me, Bert? Can
Yes
you hear
po.
me? Okay. Good morning po. I hope everyone is safe and COVID-free. Well, anyway, kung meron mang nanonood na with COVID, I hope you are recovering well. Today, I have something very special for you. I'm going to do a rainbow butter cake recipe. It's medyo tedious on the coloring side, but it's actually a very simple recipe. So without further ado, because we have to bake the cake and decorate it too. No, so we have here the ingredients. And ingredients po, I have butter. The recipe was posted, I think 2 days ago. No, Bert, around 2 days
Yes.
ago. Nakapost yun sa page. But still, I'm going to dictate it to you. So I have here butter. This is 400 grams of butter. Unsalted. You can use salted if you want. Well, it depends on your taste, but I prefer to use unsalted today. Today lang. And then I use salt. This is 4 grams. And then sugar is 400 grams. This is white refined sugar. And I use oil 80 grams. So I did a combination of fat because I want the baked product to be moist. Okay? So I'll start mixing na. So I'm going to put the butter. I'm using my stand mixer today and attach the flat beater. Lagyan na natin. This is again 400 grams of fat. You can use margarine if you want. Mas masarap lang talaga yung nagiging product pagka butter talaga yung ginamit ninyo. No? Okay, so first is the fat, butter, and then you put in the oil, and then the sugar, and the salt. As you can see, in-include ko yung salt dito. Why did I put the salt here instead of the dry ingredients? Well, for me kasi it's in granules and I want to make sure na well distributed siya on my mixture. So I decided to put it in. Start ako with toasty. Can you check lang yung oven? Parang, we already preheated the oven. O, kasi para naka-ready na siya. I have a big oven. It's around 6 plancha. 6 na flat tray yung kasha. So we decided to open it up before I start mixing para may enough time to sell. Because approximately may mga 20 minutes ako nag-mix. So we need to preheat the oven at that time kasi medyo malaki siya. For smaller ovens na gas type, you can preheat for only around 10 minutes. So me, I have to do 20 minutes kasi medyo malaki siya. Okay. So I'm doing creaming method. No? This is creaming method is when you put your fat and sugar together muna. You mix it well. Ang end point natin is pag well aerated siya or naglighten ng yung color niya and well distributed yung sugar. Okay. While waiting for that, so lagay ko muna ng medium heat. I'll combine the milk and vanilla. Milk is 72 grams. Vanilla is 8 grams. So total of 80 grams. If you want to adjust, you want to add more vanilla, pwede naman. You can increase vanilla to around 10 grams and then reduce the milk from 72 to 70 grams. Okay, minix ko na siya. The flour, I will combine na rin, no? While we do this. I can combine it. The recipe I gave initially is 400 grams of all-purpose flour. But I want you to also know na possible po to use a combination of Sun Moon Star bread flour and wooden spoon cake flour. You can combine the two and still have a good cake product, no good cake. I have already pre-sifted this. So sifted na po mga to. So that's 200 grams of Sun Moon Star bread flour and 200 grams of wooden spoon cake flour. And I'm going to add the baking powder. This is 12 grams. Yan. So, well-distributed na yung sugar and nag-lighten na siya ng konti. Nag-lighten yung kanyang color. I'm going to show it to you. Can you see? Bert, kita po ba?
Yes po.
Okay. So, good. So, as you can see, well mix na siya, no? And nag-lighten na yung color. So, at this time, we can already put in yung egg natin. The egg is 240 grams. Or, pag pambahay lang naman, and you don't need to be strict on the weight, you can do 250 grams. So, that's around 5 pieces of eggs. So, gradual yung pag-add. 1 egg at a time. This is just to help, no, para maganda yung texture ng ating cake. The second egg is in. Third egg. So you just have to wait na medyo mahalo ng konti before you add the next. Okay. The fourth one. We have Pilmico eggs na pala, ha? And we are actually selling them online. Later on, i-plug yan na rin natin yan, no? So they will also learn we have Pilmico eggs. They're really good and safe and very clean. Okay, so nailagay ko na yung eggs inside. Pwede ko nang i-increase yung speed ko. But actually, I can do with a little less speed para hindi masyadong kaagaw sa voice ko. So I have here the dry ingredients. So i-mix ko lang ng konti before I add it in. In creaming method kasi, what you do is you combine the fat. The first step is to combine the fat and the sugar and then cream it or mix it well until nag-light yung color niya and well-distributed yung sugar. And then you add the eggs. After that, the remaining dry and liquid will be alternately placed inside the bowl. But this time, medyo i-edit natin yung process because I will need the liquid to be mixed with the colors para medyo mas madali yung buhay natin, no? So, I am going to distribute this into 6 containers later. And then, may food color na siya. I've already placed in the food color, so naka-ready na. Ni-ready ko na para hindi mo masyadong kumain ng time sa ating demo. So I have 6 colors here. I have pink, I have orange, green, yellow, blue, and purple. So, 6 na colors yung ginamit natin. Huwag ng 7. But if you want, why not? Okay. I'll just take down para lang sure na maganda yung ating mixing.
Ma'am
And
Carl?
wala natin sa bottle. Yes?
Ano daw effect kung sakaling mas maraming mas maraming egg yolk kesa sa whole eggs?
Well, actually, pag marami kang egg yolks, expect that your cake will be more moist. Although it's not really that big yung difference, ano, kasi konting addition ka lang naman ng egg yolk. Unless you want to add really a lot. So, adding more egg yolks on your recipe will put in a lot more fat. So, pag marami yung fat mo, mas magiging tender yung crumbs, mas masarap pa din if you have more yolks in it. On the other hand, pag egg whites naman ang dinamihan mo, it will not contribute much on the flavor, but it will contribute well on the volume. So if you add more of the whites than the yolks, you will have better volume. I'll start adding in yung ating dry ingredients. So again, this is Sun Moon sorbet flour and wooden spoon cake flour combined and with baking powder. So I'm going to put a third of this.
So we're using combination of flour now. Sun Moon sorbet flour and wooden spoon cake flour. And also, maisingit ko pala, Pilmico eggs are also available at the goodmeat.ph.
Right, I'll be mixing that. Actually, I'm worried na may tinatanong ka. Paki-repeat na lang if I didn't hear you asking questions, kasi medyo sumasabay itong KitchenAid video. Naririnig ko rin yung sound ng KitchenAid. I-repeat mo na lang in case na or call my name para alam ko na you're asking questions. Okay, so what I did is I just mixed it until well incorporated yung 1/3 ng ating dry ingredients. Now I'm going to put in the next part. So since 3 parts siya, this is the second part. Okay.
Reminder to everyone, we're using a combination of Sun Moon star bread flour and wooden spoon cake flour. So combination flour tayo today.
This is actually a substitute or alternative for all-purpose flour. It's not every time that you can do the combination. For this one, it can be done kasi I'm not looking for a really white crumb, which is good when you're using the wooden spoon all-purpose flour. And the volume will basically be the same when you combine the two. Okay, the last third na. Okay, last portion na tayo. So kung hindi natin lalagyan ng color, you can if you're going to do plain cake, pwede na i-alternate nyo na yung milk with vanilla. But since I'm going to color it, I decided na ipili ko na lang siya, no? Masyado nang marami yung cake batter ko, so medyo I need to vary a little bit, no? Itago ko lang konti dun sa cake batter para hindi masyado magtatatalsik. Although it can help a little bit kung merong pulbo yung mukha ko na pinapawisan na. Okay, so this is the last portion of my dry ingredients. It's already in. Kompleto na lahat ng dry ingredients ko. Okay, and hindi na siya tumatalsik, so I can already leave it. Increase natin ng konti yung kanyang steam. Okay, so now, focus naman ako dito sa ating milk and vanilla. Ito, pwera mo ng spoon, please. My sister is helping me, Rika. Buti na lang day off siya ngayon, so she's helping me. Thank you. Okay.
So, ma'am, bakit daw po combination yung flour na ginamit natin? I was suggesting para wide yung options natin. Oo.
I have to get back on that. Sorry, kasi I'm hearing the mixer. So,
okay.
Can you resolve it? I-repeat mo na lang sa akin later. Anyway,
So,
I'll just...
may nagtanong po, kung bakit a combination of wooden spoon all-purpose, wooden spoon cake flour and sun moon star bread flour. Sabi ko, to widen our options and also yung availability from time to time, no? Tsaka yung location, kung nasan sila.
Yes. Oo. Hindi naman inaagawan namin ng market yung same product, no? Just in case. Because you see, there are other alternatives. Just in case naubusan kayo ng it's because it's our star flour. So minsan talaga, honestly, I hear some of my students and my friends telling me, naubusan ako ng wooden spoon all-purpose flour. We apologize, pero maximize na talaga yung production namin ng wooden spoon all-purpose flour. So sometimes we give you alternatives so that you will not be left with nothing to use. Baka mamaya wala kayong ma-serve to your client. So we want to show you that it can be done. No, but of course, pag bumalik na andyan yung available yung ATF namin, we can use. Okay, I increase the speed ng konti. Balik natin ng konti sa dating speed. Actually, it's just about done. Okay, gawin na lang natin na. Unahin ko lang na i-weigh ito. This is, ilan na total dito? This is 72 grams of milk and 8 grams of vanilla. So that's 80 grams. And I need to divide it into 6. Ilan yon? 80 divided by 6. Sige nga, magagaling ba sa math yung mga tao dyan? Okay. So actually, I'm weighing out 12 to 13 grams. Pero just to make sure na hindi ako magkulang, 80 grams total. Just in case na hindi ako, para hindi ako magkulang, I'm going to weigh out 12 grams lang. No? And then yung extra, i-divide ko na siya. So this is because minsan, pag naghahalo tayo, may tumatapon-tapon ng konti. So hindi tayo secured na every time 13 grams is good. So what I'm doing is I'm weighing out 12 grams. Mahirap kasi na mapasobra yung minix ko. Hindi ko na pwedeng bawiin because merong food color akong nilagay sa loob. Okay. So there ulit. So I'm weighing out 12 grams. So paano naman yung the rest, yung cake batter ko? Sige nga, my cake batter, I need to divide into 6. Okay. Bigay ko kaya yung Ang ingredients ko, I have 400 grams of all-purpose flour. I have 12 grams baking powder. And then sugar is 400. Salt is 4. Butter is 320. Oil is 80 grams. Eggs is 240 grams. Oh, sige nga. Add divided by...
Ano po yung flour nila? Yung weight po ng flours?
Weight ng flour, stick, 200. Sorry. That's sun moon star bread flour, 200 grams, and wooden spoon cake flour, 200 grams. Sige nga. Siyempre, alam ko na kung ano yung sagot kasi otherwise hindi ako makakagawa ng cake ko. So I already know how much I'm going to weigh. Sige nga. Sige nga, sagot-sagot. Tignan na natin. Later on, I will check it. Okay, I have 2 more containers to fill. Okay. So, 12 grams ang gamit ko dito. Then I'm going to mix it. No? As you can see, lumalabas na yung color niya. Okay. That's 12 grams. And my final color.
6 colors. 6 colors po, no?
Sorry?
6 colors po?
6 colors, yes. Gusto ko sana gawing marami eh. If you want na umabot tayo ng gabi. It's actually, ito yung nagpapatagal. So, definitely wag niyong mumurahan yung cake because kahit mura yung ingredients nyo, it's the time that takes you to finish it. No? Ayan. Okay. So, I now have, as you can see, may natira. So, pwede ko na i-distribute. Don't worry, it's not too much. Hindi man naman masyadong malaki yung magiging difference sila. So, it's okay to add na lang yung remaining. Okay. Yan. Done na tayo with this. What I did, kaya siya nasa container, is pampabilis ng buhay. ano. Well, hopefully, yung container na magagamit nyo is madaling ma-seal and really sealed. Kasi yung gagawin ko, baka magtatalsik if you're going to use an unsealed one. Ito, takip nito medyo nasira, so I can't shake it too much. Ganyan-ganyan na lang siya. The other one, pwede. So, pwede kong mas vigorous yung pagka-mix. Later, I will post kung gaano karami nilagay kong food color for your info. If you want to know. So, this is just simplifying lang yung ano natin. Okay. Shake, 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 shake. Ayan. So, ano mga colors ang nakikita nyo? I mentioned it a while, kanina. I mentioned it, no? Di ba ang pretty nila? When you are coloring, when you are doing colors, make sure yung container nyo is not colored, no? So, I have to mix this like this. Kasi yung mga balls ko, iba-iba rin yung color. And it will have an effect. Baka mamaya, minimix ko, I think, ay parang light pa, yung pala, it's already dark. So it's better to mix it on a separate container. Hindi ka madaling mabias. Okay, so ready na tayo. I can already start dividing my, anong sagot? Anong sagot? Ilang grams? Ilang grams ng cake, ng ating cake batter? Do you know? Approximately, it's supposed to be around 200.
Hindi yata kami nakapag-total, ma'am. So.
Marami nga. Ay, naku, sinagot ko na agad. Marami bang nagpa-message? So, ayan. Okay. I'm going to divide this instead of 240 kasi around 240, di ba? Yung total natin. Na magiging weight dapat per piece because we're going to divide it into 6. To be safe, I'm going to lessen it a little bit. So gagawin kong 238 instead of 240. Hopefully, hindi masyadong marami yung wastage ko, yung mga dumikit-dikit doon sa aking flat beater. So this, I need 238 grams.
So ma'am, at this point, dapat naka-prepare na rin yung mga cake pans nila, no?
Oo, that's true. Mine is already ready kasi hindi available yung 6-inch pans when I went to the market. Kasi tatlo lang yung available ko na 6-inch pans. So what I did, I bought yung ready-made na container, yung paper. So hindi ko na kailangan i-prepare. Yan. The oven, I think, is ready.
Yung oven, ma'am, is anong temp nila dapat na
180 degrees Celsius. You can get by with 170, but I prefer 180 pa rin. Okay. At magpapatulong na talaga ako because we need to mix the colors and it will take some time. So, we could here, help this. Pwede lang i-mix dyan. The blue one. I'm going to give you this one. Magpapatulong na ako, otherwise, baka mag-extend tayo hanggang 4 p.m.
So we're going to decorate the cake as well after the
Yes.
cake.
We will decorate it, but unfortunately, I will not be able to show you paano igawin yung icing, but I'm going to give the recipe to you. So, it's a Swiss meringue buttercream. Meron na tayo naka-ready, so since naka-prepare na siya, I just have to remix it.
Okay.
Okay, so this last 1, 2, 3, nakailan na ako. This is the 5th one. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ay, okay. Kinount ko pala yung nilagyan ko ng flour. Kinount ko siya. Yun lang ang may kailangan talaga pagka you're doing this type of recipe, kailangan marami kang bowl, marami kang bowl, marami kang pampunas, marami ka rin sabon. Because you need to wash maya-maya. Okay. I just removed the flour actually.
O nga pala, at the end of this demo, meron tayong ipopost na feedback form. Please do fill it out. May prize tayo, may raffle prize tayo.
A new car! Ay, hindi alam ka na. Bago na lang, Bert, no? Free COVID testing. Binago. Para
Nag-grab yan.
Ang joke lang na. Baka mamaya akala nga may free COVID testing.
Flour lang tayo, ma'am. Flour lang, flour.
Ha?
Flour ang raffle niya.
We will have, of course, the price will be yung ating, flour product. Okay. So, ayan. Since safe na ako on the weights, pwede ko nang distribute yung natitira. And I'm done. Okay. Oh, may one done na ako. Nag-weigh pa lang ako. Yes, please. Huwag ka magalala. I have enough niyan. I have enough. Okay, so mag-start na ako maglagay sa pan. While doing that, tatawagin ko lang yung aking assistant number 2, Francis, pawash please yung mixing bowl because I need to start mixing my icing. So habang nagme-mix ng colors ng aking sister dear, I am going to prepare na yung ating, nalagay ko lang muna this one. Okay, ito yung ready ko pan. So it's ready na siya, no? I did not put any grease on it. Diretso na ako. One done. Okay. Yeah.
Yes po, the video will be posted after the demo po. So, don't have to worry kung hindi nyo na-umpisahan yung video po, demo.
Okay. I'm going to leave them to mix, para I have enough time to prepare for my buttercream. So, my buttercream is here.
Ma'am, anong cake pan daw po yan?
Sorry?
Anong cake pan daw po yung gamit nyo?
Paper yon. Paper siya. So, it's ready-made.
Okay.
Ready-made na kasi 3 lang yung pan ko and I need 6. So, hindi kakayanin. And it has to be uniform para hindi ako mahirapan mag-decorate. So, I bought madami kong binili. It's like this. It's, of course, 2 color yung binili ko eh. Kaya may brown and may red. So, this red or pinkish. So, it's readily available naman sa ingredient store.
Pan size is 6 inches po, no, ma'am?
6 inches, yes. So, it's
Yung
like
for the
making
400 grams na, na total flour, which is sun star bread flour and wooden spoon cake flour. Anim na 6 inches yung magagawa po, tama?
Yes. 6 na 6 inches, which is basically around 240, 250 kasi kasama na yung coloring niya. So that's around 250 grams. Okay. Medyo malambot na siya, so pwede ko nang i-direct. Ay, iba yan.
Ma'am, yung pans daw po na paper, kailangan po daw i-grease or no mo?
Kailangan i-grease?
Grease? Aba?
No need.
No need to grease pag paper. Pero pagka yung, yung aluminum
pagka yung pan,
Opo.
Yes, please grease. You can do grease or grease and flour. Or you can also put a liner.
Lalagyan po ng
For
liner.
me,
Importante po. Grease and then liner po, no?
kasi pwedeng grease lang. I also do that. Kasi it's a butter cake eh. Mataas kasi yung fat, so ma-release din siya. But to be safe, Karen, you can put a liner at the bottom. No grease. And grease it and then put a liner at the bottom. Or you can do grease and flour. Kasi it's a butter cake, so grease and flour will also work.
So pag grease po natin siya, bubudburan ng konting flour sa loob. Tapos
Yes.
i-distribute, i-alog-alog siya para kumalat yung flour. Tapos yung excess flour itatapon po. Tama po?
Tama. Inaalog-alog eh. No?
Inaalog-alog. Yeah.
Inaalog-alog.
Thick.
Okay. I think just pabanlaw lang please. Ayan. So, malambot na siya, no? So it's okay to just put it in. So as you can see, hindi ko na siya kinube-cube. Kinube-cube. Tama ba yan? Kinube-cube. Hindi ko na siya kinube-cube.
Hinati-hati.
Hinati-hati. I didn't break it down kasi malambot na siya. And I don't want na sobrang lumambot yung buttercream. Baka mahirapan ako mag-decorate. Okay. Baking time nga pala. So, yung mga
Baking time pa naman.
natin will be baked at 35 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. I'm using a flat beater. Again, this is already the icing, ha? SMPC to, the Swiss Meringue buttercream. And I'm going to give you the recipe later.
Yung 35 grams, yung 35 minutes is okay for the 6 na sabay-sabay.
Yes. Sabay-sabay. Yep.
Pag
Honestly,
let's say, 4 lang muna yung nagawa nila.
Again, Bert?
Pag 4 lang po yung nagawa nila, or let's say hindi 6 yung nasa loob ng oven, will it still be 35 minutes?
I have to get back to you. Hindi ko masyadong narinig. Pagkatapos ko lang mag-mix, Bert, I'll get back to
Okay,
you.
sorry.
Yan. I'll just prepare yung Swiss Meringue buttercream para pwede na tayo mag-decorate. Slowly ko hinaangat kasi kawawa yung aking mixer. Immediately, I let it, na-submerge yung ating flat beater. Baka mahirapan ako. So, yun ang advantage din ng stand mixer. At sa bagay, yung tilt type din naman is still okay kasi dahan-dahan kong binababa. For this one, it's lift bowl type. So, nililift ko siya dahan-dahan. Pag nararamdaman ko na nahihirapan yung mixer ko, I put it down again. So, dahan-dahan yung angat. Ayan. So, medyo nahihirapan siya. I put it down again.
Kasi may matitigas pa kanina, no, from the Pero yung SMBC mo, ma'am, was prepared beforehand, no? Yesterday pa?
Again, Bert.
Yung SMBC,
Teka lang.
yesterday po ba na-prepare yan?
I'll get back to you. Talaga. Anyway, finish ko lang yung mix and I think I can hear you better now. Okay. Smoothan lang natin siya. No? So, dalawa na lang yung minimix. Pwede ko nang i-clean up ng konti ang aking kalat. Clean up a little bit. Yes, thank you. Last two na lang. Last two. Okay, hanggang maging smooth lang to. Anyway, pwede na siya, no? Very colorful. Can you see? This will be baked in the oven for 35 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Okay. Pasa ko na po dyan. Excuse me. So, iwan ko na dyan. Kasi papakita ko na yung final product sa kanila. So, mini-mix pa lang, meron na tayong naka-ready final product.
Yan, may colorful ano na tayo. Colorful batters.
Done. Before decorating, you have to chill it. So, chinil ko siya. Actually, I finished baking kanina madaling araw. Ganun po yung effort namin. Okay. So, I now have the 6 colors. Green, yellow, blue, purple, blue, pink, orange. Okay, pwede ko na sila i-release. Then I'm going to get my cake turner.
Ma'am, may question po.
Wait lang po.
Okay.
Madumi yung isang cake turner ko sa I prefer to use. Thank you. Game break. Okay na. Ready na yung buttercream ko. Yes, game. Yung kaninang 2 questions.
Okay lang po ba daw na? Okay lang po ba na may waiting time before ma-oven? Let's say hindi magkasya yung 6 doon sa loob ng oven niya.
Can you, Rika, pwedeng lang, paki-echo yung tinatanong ni Wilfred. One more time, Bert. One more time.
Apo. Pwede na po?
Yes, please.
Oo. Ang tawag dyan, ma'am, let's say hindi magkasya yung 6 na pan sa loob ng oven nila. Pwede ba daw na mag-wait ng konti yung other 2 na remaining? Let's say 4 ang magkasya sa loob ng oven. Is it advisable na okay lang pagtayin?
I don't advise it, but it's possible. Kasi ginagawa ko rin dati yon pag maliit yung oven ko, ginagawa ko yung dinedelay. Hindi kasing sensitive yung recipe natin, but I'm worried kasi na magkaroon pa rin ng effect, lumiit ng konting volume ng iba. So, dito kasi sa cake na to, it has to look uniform. So, what you can do is just divide the recipe by half. So, it's 200 grams yung Sun Moon Star and 200 grams na wooden spoon cake flour. You divide it by 2, 100 grams of Sun Moon Star bread flour and 100 grams of Sun Moon Star cake flour. May bagong brand. Sorry, that's wooden spoon cake flour. Okay. So, ready na to.
So, parang 3 colors lang muna.
Yes, three colors. So, that's correct. So, instead of doing all 6, you can do 3 colors muna and then later on 3 colors ulit. I thought na ready ko yung action. I'm here. Dito lang sa likod. Because I'm getting, this one. I'm going to use this one. Para mas madali-dali ang buhay, pwede natin gamitin no piping bag. Yung question number 2, Bert, yung kaninang hindi ko narinig.
Wait po, ma'am.
Ano nga yung... Okay. So right
Actually,
now...
yun, ma'am. Yung waiting time dun sa oven po, kung okay lang o hindi.
Waiting time for them.
Siguro, maganda hindi pa rin na lang nila by 2.
Ibig sabihin, pag nag-bake ka, waiting time for the next, yun ba ang ibig sabihin, Bert?
Opo, kasi kung hindi magkasya yung 6 na, yun yung question.
Honestly, kaya ko rin hindi ina-advise yung ganun because we're using double-acting baking powder. And if you're using a single-acting baking powder, pwede pa. It can stand longer. Maybe next time I will explain or maybe later dun sa comment, I will put the comment kung bakit, no? We are using a double-acting baking powder which is dalawang acid yung nagre-react. I'm sorry, medyo papunta na tayo sa technical. When one is immediately nag-activate, the other one will be delayed until ilagay mo sa oven. So meaning, pag minix mo na wet na yung ating double-acting baking powder, part of the baking powder is already active. So medyo nag-start nang maging active yung pag-produce ng gas bubbles niya. So meaning, habang tumatagal yung cake batter mo, nababawasan ng konti yung power ng pagpapaalsa ni baking powder. So it's better if you bake immediately. Pero sige, based on observation, mga around 25 to 30 minutes, okay pa. But remember, I advise 35 minutes and I'm worried na baka mamaya, iba-iba kasi tayo ng oven eh. Pwedeng mas longer yung maging baking time ninyo than me, or pwede rin mas shorter. So I'm going to
question kanina, ma'am.
Balik ako na word ha. I'll start stacking up our cake. So syempre maglalagay muna tayo ng icing at the bottom. And then, kailangan natin ng powder. Kasi kailangan natin maglagay ng gloves. Because I'm going to handle the cake. So it's better na. Since baked cake na siya, you know what? Pag after baking kasi, dito na nag-start yung pag nalagyan nyo ng dumi yan, iikli yung shelf life ng product. So it's better na magpulbo muna ako bago ako mag-explain. Wait lang po. Okay. So, better to keep your baked product untouched. Dapat minimize nyo yung touching. Kasi pag na-bake na siya, wala na eh. Sige, napatay nyo yung konting duming na ilagay nyo kanina, but now, it's already baked, wala na tayong other way to kill the microorganisms you will put in. So, kung madumihan natin yung malagyan natin ng mikrobyo, ayun, buhay na siya, no? I'll start with the purple one. Kasi, sinusunod ko po yung rainbow. Roy Jubil. So, red, orange, yellow, blue, green, blue, indigo, violet, no? Tama ba? Tama ang pagkakasunod-sunod ko. Red, orange, yellow, blue, green, blue, indigo. Tama ba yung sinasabi? Sorry po. Pinapakinggan ko na minsan yung daughter ko na magkakanta. Okay. So that's the first layer. Lagay lang tayo ng pwedeng mas thinner yung ilagay yung icing ha. Makapal lang yung nilalagay ko. Well, basically because medyo nagmamadali din tayo matapos. I don't have time to really thin it out. Pero pwede pong mas thinner. Na-appreciate ko actually pag thinner yung icing in between kasi nasa sobrang dami na yung icing pag hindi binawasan yung nasa gitna dito. Since it's layered, may option ka naman na manipis lang yung cake, yung icing mo in between. So this is purple. Ano nga yung susunod? Blue. Tawa ko ng tawa sa harap. Dapat po hindi kayo nagsasalita masyado sa harap ng ng cake. Yung laway nyo kasi. Your laway contains enzymes. At yung enzyme po ay nagpo-cause ng deterioration din sa baked product. Kaya lang hindi ako makapag-cover because I need to talk at baka hindi nyo ako marinig. Okay, I'm done with the blue. I'm going with the green. So next layer is green one. If you don't want yung color niya, kasi di ba medyo nagkakaroon ng crust, nagkakaroon ng browning, You can remove it if you want. Sa akin naman, sayang. It's actually my favorite portion ng cake. Gusto ko yung mga crumbs ng cake eh. Yung medyo nagtututom ng konti. I love the flavor of that. Okay, papunta na tayo sa fourth layer. Fourth layer paangat. Oops. Muna papuntang, sabihin natin to. Muna pasama na crumb. So, remove it.
Nag-worry yung malit. Don't worry po. Post your questions lang po. And then we'll try to answer as much as we can. Kahit hanggang tomorrow, we will answer your questions po.
Yes po. Post lang yung question ha. Alam niyo ba, every time na naglalagay ako ng yellow, kinakanta ko yung red, orange, yellow. To remind myself anong susunod na color. Hindi ko siya memorize. Ayan. So,
Hello,
orange
Mr. Ben
na tayo.
Garcia. Happy birthday po.
Ay, happy birthday! O nga, si Sir Ben
Birthday po.
ba? Si Sir Ben.
Opo. Watching Sir Ben.
Sir Ben of Unicorn. Ay, tingnan mo. Naisip ko
Birthday
kasi si
niya po.
Mr. Ben. Hindi ko nilagyan ng icing. Masama kay Mr. Ben. Okay. So, I'm now on the orange. Yahoo! Lapit na natin, no? Ito yung advantage of chilling your cakes. Kasi kung hindi mo chillin yung cake mo, mapipisa. So, it has to be hardened. But make sure pag nag-chill kayo, make sure na sealed siya or naka-cling wrap ha. Kasi otherwise, magda-dry yung cake. We don't want dry cakes. Hindi po masarap syempre kung dry yung cake ninyo.
Ma'am, hello daw, Sir Rene.
Ha? Hello? Hello, Sir Rene. Ayan. Pag naiisip ko yung mga Sir Rene, yan. Nag-iisip ako, Sir Rene, nandyan din? Pag
Yes,
naiisip
po.
ko sila, kailangan bawasan ko yung icing. Okay. So, I'm done with stacking them up. No? Lalagyan na natin siya ng icing at the sides. So, maglilinis lang ako ng konti kasi ang daming crumbs. Thank you.
Ma'am, i-multiply daw po nila ng ilang percent and by how many times yung recipe kung gagawin daw nilang 8 inches yung cake instead of 6.
8 inches. Ano na, kung gagawin lang 8 inches daw, instead of
Siguro mga half no, ma'am?
6 inches, gagawin nilang 8 inches. What I do actually is medyo technical na naman tayo. I compute for the volume. So, ang 6 inches by around 6 by 1 inch. So, ilan yon? 6 at 3 5 6 at ang radius is 3. So, r pi r squared times height. The volume is like
recipe,
this.
ma'am, no?
Actually, we need to get lang the volume para malaman natin ilang yung weight ng cake batter that you will need. And then you can work back and compute for how much ang inyong magiging This is actually the technical side, no? But siguro kung estimate, usually pag 8-inch yung pan ko and I'm around 3 inches at mga batter type cake, I think around, I have to get back to you. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong.
Pero tansya ko ma'am, mga half recipe lang. Kaya na yan.
Sige. But anyway, yun yung technical way ng pagko-compute, no? Kasi I'm targeting 6 inches by 1 inch height. So, ang radius ng 6 inches is 3. So, if you, 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3.1416. Sorry. Sorry po. Get your calculators. Get your
Diba ma'am, i-complete natin yan.
kapatid ko. Sorry po.
Mag-release tayo ng dalawang Tapos ma'am, ma'am,
Yes.
on the way na daw po si Sir Arnel dyan.
Ha?
On the way na daw po Sir Arnel, makikikain ng cake.
Kukunin na ba yung cake? Wait lang, hindi pa po ready yung order. Okay, so ganito na lang kasi very high. Lalagyan ko na ng cover. What we have to do, of course, is magka-crumb coating muna tayo. When you're doing crumb coating, I'm sorry, walang pakialam. Ayan, nalaglag na tuloy yung icing ko. Daldal kasi ako ng daldal. Mainit pa man din. Since it's hot, hindi ko kasi air-conditioned yung room ko. Room pala, hindi room. Kitchen. Tawa na naman ako ng tawa. I have to stop laughing. Mainit, so medyo nalulusaw yung aking icing. Still, this is buttercream. And ano ba ang laman ng buttercream? Butter or margarine? And at room temperature, nagme-melt ang butter at margarine. So I have to work fast. Ang crumb coating, I just need to make sure na nakaset yung mga crumbs. So don't worry kung may sumasamang mga crumbs while you are doing the crumb coating kasi yun po talaga yung target natin, mas-set yung crumbs na yun. So it's okay na sumasama sila ng konti. Okay.
Actually, yun naman yung purpose ni crumb coating para lahat ng crumbs masettle na by that time.
Maset,
by this time.
oo.
So that yung pinaka-actual na hindi madudumihan. So pristine at malinis yung cake natin.
Yung final na coating natin malinis.
Yes.
Yan. I have to work fast kasi nag-melt na po siya. And kailangan ko pa i-coat yung ating final cake. So, sige, pwede po ang question habang nagpo-coating ako.
Hindi daw ba kailangan ng dowel, ma'am?
Pwede naman, but actually yung sa akin, yung ginawa ko, no need for dowel. Okay na siya. I think if you're using yung malalambot na cake, you will need. Medyo heavy kasi ito. It's a batter type cake, so I'm not using any dowel. But considering kung nagde-deliver, yes, I think you may need that. If you're planning to deliver it at hindi mo controlled yung conditions nung pagde-deliver, baka matagtag, malusaw.
Oh,
so
yun na yung
yes.
Yun na yung concern nila ngayon. Sabi na, ang taas ng cake. Baka
kasi kung pang-home lang, kung hindi masyadong magta-travel, kung work from home siya, kung sa bahay lang din siya, no need for dowels na kasi hindi naman siya matatagtag. Hindi naman siya matatagtag from ref to your table. So, I don't think you will need the dowel. Okay. So, kaya, na-crumb coat ko na siya. I-smoothen out ko lang. I get one container lang. I'm getting one container kasi may mga crumbs to. So, I have to separate it. Ang ginawa ko muna, nilagay ko lang sa side. So, I can immediately get it. Remove ko siya ng
So, yun naman ang rule natin ngayon, di ba? Stay home. So, stay safe. So,
stay home.
Hindi na po na kailangan ng dowel.
Wag naman dowel. Wag na yun. Hindi, pero yung iba kasi, di ba, they're selling their cakes. So, sige, kung kayo ay nagsasell ng cakes nyo, I have to push a little bit yung cake ko kasi napapapunta ako on one side. Okay. Done lang po. Smoothen na lang yung top. Ito mag-decorate. Yan. Sige, question pa po. Game.
Surgical gloves ba daw yung gamit mo, ma'am? Yes, surgical gloves yung gamit ni ma'am.
Surgical gloves, yes. Thank you, Bert, for answering for me. So, clean up lang ako ng konti.
Ay, anong oven daw po yung ginamit niya dyan?
Ang oven ko is actually a bakery type of oven. Yung ordinary lang yung oven ko. Wala siyang temperature control, but since familiar na ako dun sa amount sa dami nung apoy that's needed, okay na, no? I can bake on it. So this is already crumb coated. So pwede na ilagay we have to chill it. Ayun, nabinyagan na agad yung damit ko. Okay. Tara, lagay na natin sa ref. And then, okay. Ba't ganon? Paglabas, nagkaroon ng konting bungi. Okay. So this one, pinalamig ko na siya. Nako, I'm just a bit worried kasi naglulusaw na yung aking cream, but I have to go on. I need you. I have to go on with my decorating. Otherwise, magkikita ulit tayo after 1 hour. Okay, so I'm going to put yung ano. So this one, maglalagay na ako ng medyo mas makapal. Oh, meron nga pala akong piping tip that I can use. Teka lang, mag-piping tip na nga ako para mas mabilis. Tapos, I do know how to decorate, but I'm not as fast as those who do the decorating daily. So baka umabot tayo ng anong oras. I prefer to just pipe it on. It's also smart. It's also a smart way of decorating your space. Okay. Need another patch. Rubber is great. After that one. Sige. Okay. Wow. Hindi ko lang nakita, meron palang ganitong pwede rin pala gamitin. Para saan ba to? This is for this ang ginagamit ko. Cooler for stop natin to. O nga pala, minsan pagka gumagamit kayo ng surgical gloves, hindi pa dyan, kasi pag naka-surgical gloves, feeling malinis na. Ang ginagawa, hahawak ng pera, naka-surgical gloves, magsusukli. Nakikita ko yun, no? Remember, naka-surgical gloves, but still, you still have to be mindful anong hinahawakan nyo kasi didikit din sa surgical gloves yun. Okay.
Saka kapag naka-surgical gloves, dun lang sa kuda ihahawak. Hindi yung ihahawak niya, adjust yung damit, hahawiin yung buhok.
Mag-ayos ng buhok. Naka-surgical gloves nga, pero hinawakan naman yung buhok. And our hair is dirty. Madumi po ang hair natin. Kahit pagkatapos ng ligo mo, nangongolekta na po yan ng dumi galing sa hangin. So, still not advisable na humahawak-hawak tayo ng hair. Okay. More. Ako. Sige, kaya natin to. Faster. Sino mga friendship natin nandyan, Bert?
Sila, wait lang. Dami nag-hello eh. Nawala na ako kanina.
While I'm doing this, actually, we can also get some questions for TESDA. Nandiyan ba si Sino ba ang ating partner from TESDA now?
Si Sir.
Si Miss Mai, nakita ko kanina, no? Who's with us to answer the queries for TESDA related?
Teka, tingnan natin kung may pasok natin.
Nandiyan na kaya? You can start with questions if you want. Kasi actually, around 11 a.m. we target na question and answer. So, while doing the question and answer portion, pwede nagde-decorate ako. Okay.
So, ma'am, ayun pala, may question po pala kanina. Paano po kung 3 cakes lang po yung may papasok sa loob ng oven? Okay pa rin po ba na 35 minutes pa rin po ba ang baking time niya?
Okay, for me pala, no? For me yan. So, yung
Apo.
baking time, kung 3 lang yung laman.
Apo. 35 minutes pa rin po ba siya?
Honestly, it's difficult to answer kasi hindi ko alam paano mag-work yung oven na gamit nila. But at least initially try at 30 minutes and then check Kasi still use 180 degrees Celsius. And then,
So, ma'am,
if it's
ano
too
naman, no?
crowded, you can reduce a little bit of the temperature. No, kasi pag super concentrated yung oven, pwede nga naman masunog. Maybe you can try around 160 to 170. And then check after 25 minutes. So double check lang. Paki-check kasi ang hirap sabihin na kung ano yung exact because iba-iba tayo ng oven talaga. So, when I'm doing troubleshooting for some clients, what I do is I call the baker. Siya ang pinagbe-bake ko because he knows the oven well. Sayang yung testing ko kung masisira siya during baking. So what I do is tinatawag ko talaga yung oven man. Okay. So
Ayun, ma'am. Tapos anong pinaka-safest na period na pwedeng i-check yung cake? Diba, first 20 minutes ba ang rule hindi after 20 minutes ba, within that 20-minute period ng initial na pagpasok ng cake, pwede bang buksan yung door ng oven o hindi dapat?
Got it. Okay. So para ma-check,
Apo. Ano yung
para
safest na after 25 minutes ba or after 30 minutes ba bago i-turn?
Ganito, since I told you na ang baking time natin dito is 35 minutes, you can open it at 20 minutes. Pwede na. No? Medyo nakaset na yung
Safe na po yun. Hindi na po babagsak yung cake.
Napakaaga pa. At 20 minutes, okay pa. Okay, so
So hindi na babagsak yan, ma'am.
Hindi siya masyadong affected at that stage. Kasi pag binuksan nyo around less than 10 minutes, lagot. Hindi pa nakaset yung crumbs. You can actually open pero dapat mabilis. Make sure na hindi nagpapalit yung temperature inside. Otherwise, lagot. Kailangan na maintain yung temperature.
Sobrang liit lang ng pagbubukas ng oven or kung pwede tignan na lang doon sa glass.
Actually, hindi to kasing sensitive ng chiffon cake or sponge cake. But still, it's still good, better na maging careful tayo. Okay, natutuwa lang ako. Sorry, medyo nag-OC lang. Gusto ko talaga yung parang ang kinis-kinis.
Sige ma'am, tuloy ka muna.
I'm actually using a smoother. Cake smoother ito. Kasi gusto ko yung angle niya.
Ma'am, i-introduce ko na po yung Bethesda, si Sir Michael William Del Rosario, Unit Head of Research and
Hi, Sir
Advocacy.
Michael!
He is joining us to tell us something about yung programs ng TESDA.
Hi, good morning po.
Sir Mike, Sir William.
Good morning po. So, good morning po.
Good morning.
So, TESDA is providing different... Yes po. Mag-start na ba ako, Chef? About
yes po,
the
yes po.
program?
Pakilapit lang sa mic ng konti po.
Go!
Okay po. So currently, TESDA is having the TESDA online program wherein yung mga gusto pong mag-aral or mag-take ng iba't ibang courses or what we call qualifications can log in at etesda.gov.ph. So there, they can explore the different qualifications that they can enroll in online. We also have there, as of now, in terms of bread and pastry production NC2, tamang-tama yung ginagawa natin ngayon is about preparing cakes pa lang, yung online modules natin. Kasi syempre, teaching on how or instructing and making cakes mas siya na face-to-face talaga. But limited with the situation na meron tayo ngayon, at least TESDA has the TESDA online program as of now. Yun po.
Opo, ang tawag dyan, in terms of yung magiging learning nila, puro lectures po, no?
Saan sir?
Let's say yung sa baking and pastry.
Nag-online po?
Opo. Will this be puro...
Yes, meron sir, the Test the Online program offers a modular type po siya. There are lectures, modules that they can download, pero meron din naman po mga video tutorials na pwede nilang sundan.
Okay. So both lecture and yung hands-on itself, pero sa bahay nila sila nag-prepare.
Yes po.
Sa hands-on.
Yes. They can link
How much yung charge ng tester dito?
Wala sir. All Test the Online courses are free. So wala pong babayaran. Yes po, free po lahat. Yes.
Tapos yung assessment nito, yung after nito, yung duration pala muna.
Preparing cakes po, the duration here. So yung ino-offer po na preparing cakes under bread and pastry production is part po siya nung buong course nung bread and pastry. So yung preparing cakes, ang duration niya dito is i-check ko lang sir ha because I'm exploring the
That's according to the training regulation. Pareho din ba dun sa laman ng training regulation?
Yes sir, yes po. So yung part lang po kasi nung sa core competency, yung preparing cakes. Pero in terms po dun sa, because I'm still loading the information, in terms po dun sa assessment, after the online training of the trainee or the learner, they will be given the certificate of training for the online. Pero if they really want to be assessed for that specific competency, yun po yung kailangan talaga nila ng face-to-face because the assessment is must need to be conducted face-to-face. So sa ngayon po, wala pa nung face-to-face assessments na ginagawa natin usually, but we will just be announcing sa TESDA pages natin or even sa TESDA Women's Center page kung kailan magiging available yung face-to-face assessments natin.
So siguro, saan po nila makita ang details nito, sir?
You can visit po the eTESDA website of TESDA. So it's e-tesda.gov.ph.
Okay. Siguro you can comment that in later doon sa FB Live po.
Okay po, sige sir.
Balik lang natin kay Ma'am Carla, Sir William. Thank you very much
Sure
po.
Hi. Anyway, naglalagay na ako ng decoration, no? It's supposedly, chill ko pa dapat siya, but we don't have enough time. So, I'm hoping na wag malaglag yung aking decoration kahit malambot na yung icing ko. I'm using, para mabilis, instead of piping out, I decided to use colored fondant. No? Nag-color ako ng fondant and dinidikit ko siya ngayon. Well, it's quite easier than piping. It takes time kasi to mix together the colors. So right now, what I'm doing, para mabilis tayo, won't take so much time, dikit-dikit na lang ng colored fondant. So I try to make the colors of the fondant to be lighter para hindi masyadong agaw pansin, but still, it's a bit, pa rin, no? Cute pa rin tignan. So lighter color, but still pretty. Okay, here. And then another pink. Somewhere ang pink. Okay. Palit na ng palit yung nilalagay kong buttons. Well, you can continue with with your questions since I'm just decorating. Pwede tayo magkwentuhan, magtanungan. So this is now the tanungan session. Okay. Ayan, may question pa po ba?
Wala pa pong pumapasok.
Wala pa pumapasok. So magkakwentuhan na lang tayo. What's your favorite color? Sige nga. What's our favorite color, Bert? Wala kang may tanong
Kasi
sa akin
yung
kung
kulay
anong
ng
tatanungin
kitchen
ko.
ko, blue siya. Yun po yung reason kung bakit blue yung aking kitchen. Kasi yung favorite color ko is any shade of blue actually.
Oh. Ako nag-shift. I noticed that you change din ang preference ng colors as you age. Not saying that I'm aging so much. Just saying na my color, when I was younger, ang color preference ko was actually blue and dark blue. Kasi parang gusto ko yung strength ng dating ng dark blue. Then on the latter stages, parang mamamatay na. On the, nung nag-age na ng konti, parang na-appreciate na yung color ng beads. So I really love these colors. No, kasi nakikita ko yung dati kong blue, yung new favorite kong pink, yung dati ko rin favorite na orange, etc. Okay.
So, ma'am,
So,
up to ilan days sila ba pwede i-prepare yung mga cut-out fondants mo?
we try the decoration or the cake itself.
Decorations po.
Decoration, actually, as long as hindi siya nag-aamoy maanta and hindi nagdi-discolor, kasi ang problem lang with yung mga colored fondant, after some time, nag-iiba na yung color niya. Nag-iiba na yung shade. So, of course, meron kang hinahabol pa rin quality. So, it depends on you. Kung okay pa yung color, then it's okay to use at hindi pa siya maanta. Usually kasi yung anta lang from the fat yung nagpo-cause ng deterioration. Fondant kasi is basically sugar. And ang sugar po, kung tutusin, sugar, wala halos. I don't know if there's really the end of the shelf life of sugar. Kasi ang pinaka-deterioration lang naman ni sugar is the color. O, hindi kasi siya na papanis. No, but it's required to put...
As long as hindi mag-moist siya, at yung nag-i-spotting na, nagkakaroon ng parang
yan, o,
blue drops doon sa...
Nagkakaroon, nag-iiba yung color niya, nagkakaroon ng spots, ayun, hindi na nga siya okay to use. So, as long as hindi nasisira yung ano mo, yung target na product, then it's okay to use.
Ay, mukha naman matibay yung kayo, no? Natatakot sila kanina. Baka yung, since wala daw dowel yung cake mo, ma'am, baka bumigay daw.
Baka bumigay yung cake.
Matibay naman ba?
Matibay naman. Actually, I'm going to show you mamaya yung cake na isa. Siguro, ang danger lang talaga is kung ita-transfer mo siya. Ito kasi, after I decorate, I have to put in sa chiller ulit. Kailangan patigasin. Ang nagpapatibay sa kanya yung sa buttercream. So, pag nalusaw ang buttercream during delivery, ayun na ang problema mo. Because, one, magta-transfer yung liquid ng buttercream doon sa cake crumbs and yung cake crumbs mo magiging tender. Lalambot siya. At pag lumambot yan, doon na masisira yung cake mo. Doon na.
Okay.
You got it? Hopefully nakakatulong. I hope nakakatulong yung mga natin sinasagot natin. Nag-enjoy ako actually dito. How many minutes more? I have around 13 minutes more, so pwede pang mag-banding ng konti. It's the reason why nagpadalin ko para may session na relax session. Yes po.
Pag-greet daw kay Mr. Henry Lim of WL Foods. It's his birthday today.
Henry Lim. Ay, happy birthday, sir! Happy birthday, sir!
Sir Henry Lim of WL
Sir
Foods.
Henry Lim. Yes. Happy birthday po, sir. And thank you. Nanonood si sir.
Opo.
Ay, thank you, sir. Nagtanong pa kung nanonood, pinapabati na nga, no? Thank you for watching us.
Ma'am, may Tylos daw po ba yung colored fondant?
Ano po?
May Tylos daw po ba yung colored fondant?
Honestly, I got an instant one. I-message ko na lang later kung ano yung brand. Because walang available na powdered sugar. I was going to do a simple gum paste recipe. Kasi itong ginagawa ko is just dots. So gum paste recipe will do. Ang gum paste recipe ko is just powdered sugar, gelatin, and water. Yun lang yun. No, I don't need to really, kasi Kaya tayo naglalagay ng tylose if you want maging pliable. I don't need this to be pliable kasi dot lang siya. Flat lang. So you don't need a really special recipe for this. You only need powdered sugar, gelatin, and water. I can give you the recipe later. I can post that if you need. Kasi mga simple decorations sa ganito, you don't need really na mag-tylose pa. Kung gagawin mo yung roses, then yes, you will need the tylose. Kasi nagpapakunat yung tylose. Tylose, CMC, nagpapakunat po ng recipe. Ayan, nag-enjoy lang ako naglagay. So, tama na, nauubos na yung time kakalagay. For the top, again, to save time, what I did, kasi to be able to pipe, I have to remix our Swiss Meringue buttercream. And that's the time pa lang na pwede ako maglagay ng colors. And it will take so much time. So what I did, I prepared already.
I'm excited silang makita yung magic nyo po kung paano nyo daw ita-transfer yan sa box. Kasi maliit daw yung base.
Magic ba?
Opo, initay nila yung magic mo.
Paglagay sa
Paano nyo
box?
daw ita-transfer yan?
Honestly, I don't have a box. Pero sige, why not? No? If you want.
Hindi, kung if ever daw po, paano po ita-transfer yan? Kasi mas maliit
sa box?
Oo, kasi yung cakeboard mo daw, halos kasing laki ng cake na.
Oh, ano siya, transfer mo siya. Ayan, instant reset. Yung pagta-transfer actually sa box, you have to put it habang naka-open pa yung box. Saka mo lang i-assemble. Kasi mahirap mag-transfer sa box nung naka-assemble na siya. Lagot ka nun. Ay, natuwa ako dito. I bought this specifically for this purpose.
Ito yung hinihintay kong part, ma'am.
Ha?
Ito yung hinihintay kong part.
Yung
Yung
maglagay
paglalagay
sa
sa topping.
Actually, pag medyo firm pa siya, pwede namang kamayin, no? But kamayin with gloves, syempre. So, matigas naman siya. So, I'm not worried na malusaw or translucent this. O, diba, instant, pwede mo nang i-prepare beforehand yung rosette mo if you want para mabilis. The other one, yung nasa photo.
Ma'am, since nandun na tayo sa, topping, can you give, pag-greet daw, happy birthday to Miss Rhea for digital.
Hi, happy birthday! Gusto mo may kanta pa? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Ma'am
Ang
Rhea.
dami palang may-ari ng cake na to. Sino pa may birthday? Ang dami palang may birthday ngayon, ano? Why? Ano pa ngayon? This is July. July?
Yes po.
Anong month sila?
Ma'am, gano'ng katagal daw po yung yung pag-chill ng decorations niya tsaka yung cake mismo?
Ano na? Sorry?
Gano'ng katagal daw po after mo ma-icingan yung cake, papasok po ba daw sa ref? Tsaka gano'ng katagal?
Yes, bago ka mag-deliver, make sure na ipasok mo siya sa chiller. Actually, at least siguro, ang ginagawa ko honestly is tinatouch ko yung bottom o yung portion na alam kong hindi magkaka-problem in case na lumubog yung daliri ko. I touch it para naku sorry po, nadadamage ko, nakakadakdak yung aking dine-decorate. So what I do, sometimes tinatouch ko yung bottom, parang okay, firm ba? Pero yung sinasabi ko is yung firm yung icing ha, pero make sure yung cake mo, chilled na rin siya before you decorate. So malamig din mo o pinapalamig lang din yung labas. Kasi baka mamaya yung labas lang yung iniisip mo, pero actually yung loob pala hindi pa malamig. So make sure na malamig yung cake, malamig din yung icing. Yay! Alam mo, nanginginig yung kamay ko. Alam ko nang bakit. Okay. So we're done. Ang bilis lang, So, would you believe we were able to decorate that in a few minutes? In a few minutes only yung assembly, ha? Pero yung paggawa nung, fondant na mga bilog-bilog na to, fondant dots, it took me around 30 minutes kasi I need to color and then I have to flatten and take out. Honestly, nag-trial ako ng flowers. Nakakatawa lang, so I decided not to use it. Pakita ko na rin.
Wala nang
Nag-effort din naman ako dyan.
Need more practice.
Palakpakan ng mga nag-effort ako. Actually, I had a training on the piping of cake, of flowers, pero hindi ko na-practice. So that's the thing, it's still knowledge for me. Hindi pa ganun ka-skilled yung daliri ko. Kamay ko. Kaya may flowers na rin ako. Palakpakan mo naman, Bert. So,
Nakita ko naman. Medyo delete yung video dito sa akin. Sorry.
So, ayan. Nagawa ako ng flowers, pero sabi ko, wag na. Kasi it will take so much time for me to finish. Mag-practice muna ako ng matagal. Okay. So, basically, we're done. Apologies, it's not as perfect as I want it to be. Medyo, kasi nag-decorate ako ng malambot-lambot yung icing. It should be na-ref pa rin before you do the final decorating. No? Kasi to avoid ito, yung mga medyo natatamaan siya. Like this one, nahawakan ko siya. But at least we're done. So, pakita na natin. Gusto niyo i-cut ko na? Yun na lang isa i-cut natin kasi wait lang. Hindi nga pala.
Pwede rin cut yan,
This one. Siguro i-cut na lang natin yung isa, kasi I need to chill this. Tapos ipopost ko rin to para makita ninyo yung, para makita niyo, nakahawakan ko. Kaya, ang lagkit na kasi nung, nito surgical gloves ko. So, medyo dumudulas na siya sa hands ko. That's yun yung unang-una. Yan yung nakapost ko. Careful. So, lalagay na natin. Pagkatapos ko mag-chill, I will post this one. Pwede natin i-cut yung kanina, natin. Makikiabot nung na-crumb coat. I'll just show you yung pwede na ito. Yan. But I'll cut the other one. Hindi pa ideal to cut this one at this stage, pero I think mas okay i-cut to kaysa dun sa... hindi. Mas okay na. Better na mag-set na. Sige, cut na rin natin to. Yes, thank you. Dapat hot water, no? Pero sige, okay na. Para maganda yung cut na because mataas yung fat content kasi nito. Okay na to. I just wanted to show you itsura niya, itsura ng cake natin.
So nakita naman nila, ma'am, no? Ang tawag dyan, I'm sure hindi popular concept na gamitan ng red flour at cake flour ang cake mismo. Pero nakita nila it's possible. Diba?
Yes, it is possible to use. Ta-da! There. Teka lang. Wala pala ako na i-ready Hingi pala ako ng paglalagyan nito. Kasi diretso sa, diretso ako dito. So, hindi ko naman siya nilagyan Hilit ko na lang, Okay. So, this is the cut portion. Correct. Beautiful. Then, yan. So, as you can see, hindi ganun ka-clean yung cut kasi hindi pa malamig yung ating cake. And I did not use hot water. Hindi ko pinainit yung aking knife. If you want a really clean cut like this one, yung kaninang cake, you have to make sure na malamig na yung cake natin and malamig na si cake and yung knife natin is hot para magpapasok.
Ma'am, kung gusto nilang paghirapan, for every layer, kung gusto nila ibang feeling pa, pwede rin,
Ibang feeling per layer.
If you're
For
going
every
to
layer.
put feeling, pakinipisan. Kasi I'm worried na pagkalalagyan nyo ng feeling, kailangan nyo na talaga maglagay ng dowels.
Oo.
Kasi pag may feeling, may extra liquid ka, plus yung kasing in-between na buttercream, tumutulong mag-hold dun sa cake. So if you put something in between, medyo nagkakaroon ka ng portion na pwede mag-slide. So doon siguro, I think I will ask you to put a dowel na rin. Or what you can do, pwedeng manipis na layer ng buttercream and put a little bit of the icing and another layer of buttercream. Or alternate. You can do the alternate. Buttercream, filling, buttercream, filling, buttercream. You can do that. Okay, so actually, we are done. So, I'm going to show na lang this one. Mag-clean up naman tayo para maganda naman tingnan. I wanted to, sige, labas na rin natin just for the last photo. Makikita na lang ito. And I will remove the other palette. Or what you can do, I can put all of this in. Sige. Ito lang natin. So I hope all of you were able to get something from this demo. If you have more questions, just comment it. I-comment nyo lang. Yes, please. Yun nga lang, daan-daan. Pinalabas ko na lang ulit yung cake para kasama naman sa ating pictorial. So parang 3 cake yan. So ilagay natin ito. Dapat, ayan na lang pala ang dapat na nasa gitna. Alisin natin.
Ma'am, pa-close up daw yung cake. And then we...
Sige, i-close up natin yung mga nahawak-hawakan ko. Ayan po. Hanapan nga natin ng angle na medyo hindi masyadong nahawakan ng kamay ko. Apologies po, it's not as perfect kasi hindi pa nakaset yung icing and nahawak-hawakan ko siya, hindi nakaset. So, madaling na. Hopefully, it's nice. It's nice for you to see. I hope it looks yummy para mainggit kayo. So, this is done using Pilmico flours. Okay.
Wooden spoon on cake flour and Sun Moon Star bread flour.
Wooden spoon cake flour and Sun Moon Star. Pwedeng pakuha ng isa pang silver cake one. Pangalawa or pangatlo from.
So ayun ma'am, I think it's time to close up na.
Bottom. Sa ilalim.
Ma'am Carl, closing na tayo.
Yes.
Mag-prepare pa sila ng lunch nila, nakakahiya.
I think okay naman na. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the session with us. Naku, para tuloy umuulit ako dun sa video vlogs. Pakipanood po yung video vlogs namin. Meron kaming free recipe ng brownie. We have chiffon cake. We have soft ensaymada. We also have tips on weight conversions. And ano pa ba yung isa natin, Brett? The chocolate chip cookies. So these are free recipes that are tested. And they are very good. You can use it on your bakeries or at home to have a happy
YouTube po,
session.
Pilmico Bakers din po tayo sa YouTube. And we hope you can subscribe as well.
Yes, please. Subscribe and like our vlogs. Meron pa po kaming dadating na video vlogs. And I told you, I'm going to show you how to do the Swiss meringue buttercream. And also instead of the fondant, I'll give you the simple recipe, yung simple gum paste lang that you can use for simple decoration. You don't need really special recipe for that. Na gumawa lang ng lahat. So I'll also give that to you. Okay?
Tapos yung feedback form, ma'am.
Shout out to friends there and to my co-Pilmicans. Thank you, Wilbert. Thank you, Tesda, for being here with us.
Thank
And
you,
more questions.
Feedback form po. And next week, I will be the one who will be doing the demo.
Yes, next week po ulit. Wednesday po ulit. And Leanne will do the demo. And
Ako po.
Wilbert, will it be you? Apologies.
Ako po.
It will be you. And Leanne will be the host for next week. Still
Yes,
together
po.
with Tesda. So if you have questions for Tesda, please ask them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody. See you on Facebook.
Happy lunch. Bye.